I'm gonna clean up the lens and then I'm gonna get started. Alright, what's up everyone? Today is Monday, today's YouTube live day. So if you guys don't already know, I like to do these YouTube live videos on Monday because Monday used to be my worst trading day ever, my worst performing day, because I used to have so much FOMO over the weekend. I used to be too excited, my entries would be bad, I'd be oversizing. So I started these Monday videos as a way for me to help improve my trading, and now Monday is pretty much one of my best days that I have, right? Because I've improved it, and now I come on here every day at 11 a.m. market time because I trade between 9:30 a.m. and 10:30 a.m. and around 11 a.m. I do these recaps. Reason why is because it's live, pretty much what I just traded I'm talking about, and hopefully, we could interact with each other in this live video format and talk about everything. So I have a couple topics I want to talk about today. I want to talk about the new market action. I want to talk about trade recaps. I want to talk about trading rules and what I've kind of been doing differently in 2022. So first things first, guys, is if you are a brand new trader or curious about trading or interested in trading, we are running a free webinar course. This free webinar is at myinvestingclub.com/webinar. And if you go on this, you're gonna have a 1-hour day trading course learning all of our strategies and everything for free. So be sure to participate in myinvestingclub.com/webinar. This is for non-members. Members already have access to this stuff. So if you are new or on the fence about MIC, this kind of gives you a taste into our community. So let's talk about the current market action. So I am recording this video on April 18th, 2022, okay? So 2022 is a very different market than 2021 and 2020. So as you guys know, historically, the pandemic in 2020 shut down the entire world. When it shut down the entire world, the only thing open was day trading. So all these people that were degenerate sports bettors, all these people that were degenerate gamblers, all these people were degenerate whatever, they ended up, coming to the stock market. They started treating the stock market like a casino. And the truth is, stock market is not a casino, but you could definitely treat it like one. In the stock market, think about this. In the casino, there are sharks and there are all normal emotional players. If you start treating the day trading like being an emotional player and trading based on your emotions or based on random gut feelings that you have, chances are you're probably gonna start gambling. But the sharks, the people that count cards, the people that have an edge, they know how to make money in the market. So in 2020, we had an inflow of dumb, uneducated money gambling in the stock market. So all of a sudden, the market went crazy. I would say that for long bias traders, it was extremely easy money to be made. For short bias traders in 2020, it was very hard because a lot of stocks just went straight up. There was no room for these things to go down. So a lot of people in 2020 made a shitload of money going long. And then what happened in 2021 is the market changed. All of a sudden, there was not those crazy, you close your eyes, you hit a button, the stock goes up 800%. In 2021, it changed. It changed to, more short buys. It changed to these stocks were not having as much follow through. It changed to these stocks were not as strong. Slowly as the pandemic was ending, people went back to work. They stopped gambling. All this crazy stuff wasn't happening anymore, and the market changed. So if you started trading in 2020 and you did the same thing all of 2020 and made $1 million, chances are, if you did that exact same thing in 2021, you probably lost $1 million because the market changed, okay? So that's the thing about the stock market, guys. The stock market is ever changing. It is ever adapting. So if you learned something that works 2-3 years ago, chances are it's obsolete. Even the shit you learned last year, chances are it's obsolete because the market has changed. So in 2020, it was very, very, very easy for a lot of people to make money. And then in 2021, a lot of people lost that money because they started doing the same thing that they did last year because it worked so well. But this year, it's changed. The market has changed, right? And now incoming to 2022, which is when I am recording this video right now, guys. So what has changed in this market even more? In this market, it's almost like the stocks are even more irrational, okay? You see stocks are going up, then they're going down, then they're going this way, they're going that way. It doesn't really make sense. The trends are not making sense. Okay, that happens. This is just a choppy market cycle. Okay, now how do you adapt and you make money in this choppy market cycle? Well, first things first is you're not going to be doing the same thing you did in 2020 and 2021 because that's not working anymore. I see a lot of these people online on Instagram, on Twitter, they're losing all their money because they refuse to adapt. They refuse to adapt to the current market action. Okay, if the market is changing and not favoring your style of trading, it doesn't mean you double down and you go bigger on your style of trading. It means that you have to adjust, you have to size down, and you have to change, right? So what I've been doing in this current market cycle, so a brief recap. In 2020, I made about $1.5 million. In 2021, I made about $3 million. This year, so far in April, I'm up a little bit over $1 million, which is pretty good considering that a lot of people are down millions of dollars this year. And what I've been doing differently this year, the reason why I'm trying to make this video, and the reason why I'm trying to educate you is what I'm doing differently is I am using less size, okay? That's number one. And number two is day one stocks. Day one hot stocks. Day one hot stock runners. I am not shorting anymore. I'm not shorting. You know, I'm trying to get better at trading. I'm trying to adapt in trading. I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to improve. I'm trying to get to that next level, whatever that may be. And for me, what I've realized in my trading is that I think that by avoiding the day one short, I'm able to make more money. What happened in the past is, you know, I had an ego. I had to trade the hot stock of the day because if I didn't make money on the hot stock of the day, I was not a real trader. I was not a good enough trader. And what I adapted to and what I changed to this year is I have stopped trading day one stocks on the short side. Yes, I am human. Yes, I fuck up. Sometimes I don't listen to my own advice. I am a human. It happens. But I would say that 9 times out of 10, I have been avoiding the day one hot stock of the day. And by doing this, I have been able to make so much money in this market when other people are losing because I have a strategy that works. My strategy is not random. I did not get lucky in 2020. I did not get lucky in 2021. I have a strategy that works. So if my strategy works, all I gotta do is refine it and make it even better. And for me, refining it means eliminating day one shorts from my setup book. If you look at what's moving today, we have a stock CASA moving today. It's crazy, straight up. I made most of my money on VERU today. So if you go to the MIC member only watch list, I told people to short at 420 and I told people to short at 450 and the high of the day was 1420 and 1450 and the high of the day was 1445. So my entries were spot on and I got out at 13. So I made almost $1.50 a share on a day 5 stock. This is not day 1, not day 2, not day 3, not day 4. This was a day 5 stock. Day 5 because people forgot about it. So in 2022, when the entire market has changed, when people are losing their money, when people are blowing up, when people are screwing up, I am changing and adapting and refining my strategy to get even better. I am not being stubborn and saying I made $1 million in 2020, I gotta do it again. I'm not saying I made $3 million in 2021, I gotta fucking do that same thing again. I am humble because the market has humbled me and taught me that, okay, the market has changed, the cycle has changed, so I must change. I must change. What is working last year did not work this year. What worked 3 years ago is not working this year. And you better goddamn make sure what worked a decade ago is not working this year, guys. So I am trying to adapt to the market. And right now, my biggest adaptation has been to size down. My biggest adaptation has been to avoid day 1 stock short. And then double down, size up on day 2, day 3, day 4, or like VERU, day 5 stocks. So on day 1 stocks, if I fuck up, I'm using 2,000 shares. On a day 2 stock, when I'm focused and when it's broken, I'm maybe using 20,000 shares. An exponential amount of number because I have an exponential edge on day 2, day 3 shorting. Now, if you are a long bias trader, day 1 hot stocks are your best friend. Day 1 zombie stocks are your best friend. So if you are a long bias trader, there's still money to be made in this market. You just have to choose the right stocks to trade, right? So oftentimes in MIC, guys, I am the one that's making the watch list because I have done the stock selection for you. Out of the 10,000 stocks that are moving in the stock market, I'm picking the top 5 setups, the top 5 stocks. If a stock that you're watching is not on that watch list, chances are there's no edge and it's probably freaking random. So what you could do is you could join MIC, you could look at the watch list, look at the stocks I'm avoiding, and try to go long those stocks as many members do. And the stocks that I am focused on shorting on the day 2, day 3, the VERU, the whatever it may be, that's where I'm sizing in. That's where I'm sizing. And it sounds so simple. It sounds so simple, but I've been day trading for 8 years. 8 years. And it took me 8 years to start ignoring day 1 stocks. Okay, better late than never. I'm a fucking dumbass. Okay, I get it. 8 years, I'm a fucking moron. Sure. But if a moron like me is finally starting to adapt to this, a moron like me is making millions of dollars doing this, why not you stop being a fucking moron if you're on year 1 or year 2 and start listening to the advice that an 8-year day trader is telling you? Avoid day 1 shorting hot stocks, avoid shorting zombie times, and that's pretty much 90% of the secret, guys. That's 90% of the secret. Obviously, you also need a broker that's going to help you out. That's why we use Success Trader. So I've personally closed my Cobra trading account. I do not use them anymore. I use a Success Trader account now because they are the guys that work with the hedge funds and institutions. So we got Success Trader to open up for the little guy. They work with hedge funds and institutions. In my opinion, their locates are cheaper, their commissions are cheaper, and they have an MIC route. I mean, it's the rebate on the route is higher than the commission. So I'm probably saving with Success Trader probably about $300,000 in fees. And that's just me, right? There are traders that are bigger saving $1 million in fees. There are traders that are small saving $20,000 in fees. But hey, if you could just switch your broker, have the same access to everything, but pay cheaper and you save a fucking Prius, it's a no-brainer, guys. So if you guys don't already have a Success Trader account, I highly recommend it. It is the only broker that I'm using now, and it's for a reason. I've been trading for a long time, guys. So let them know you want the MIC discount, and you're going to get a low commission rate, and you're going to get a rebate route that's going to be higher than your commission. So market is changing, guys. A lot of people are blowing up in this market. Obviously, I want to make $100 million trading, but the market conditions are not warranting that. But hey, if people are losing $1 million in this year and I'm up $1 million, I think I'm going to be okay, because I think what the market is doing is the market is bleeding out the last remaining traders. And then eventually we're going to probably start another type of run up or whatever it may be. So market is changing. You must change. What worked last year, what worked the year before is not working. Does not mean you get stubborn. Does not mean you keep doing it. Does not mean you keep oversizing. It's not the algo's fault. It's not the fucking institution's fault. It's not the market maker's fault. It's your fault. It's my fault. So instead of complaining, change. And if you don't change, you will lose money. I have changed, and I'm still, thank God, I'm making $1 million, right? Because I am adapting to current market conditions, right? So do you guys have any questions on that before I continue? Sorry, just looking around too. Stocks that are moving and what's happening. VERU, VWAP projection shit. Yep, I missed that trade doing this, but it's all good. So I try to come on these videos and try to help you guys, man. I mean, it's really upsetting because I see people that say zombie rules are not real. I see people that say that our MIC process doesn't work. The people that say zombie rules aren't real or the process works, they're inconsistent traders. You guys want to listen to inconsistent traders telling you that shit doesn't work? Or you want to listen to millionaire traders that's telling you it's going to work? Do you short day 2 green stocks like MDVL? I personally didn't trade it, but Bao traded it. Could we still go long on day 2? You could, but there's going to be very less of an edge. Every day that passes, there's less of an edge on the long side. The best day to go long is day 1. What is your thought process on ATER? It is a zombie move. I am not touching it. ATR, yeah. If you look at the time at 10:30 a.m. it bounced. We would love a New York, New Jersey 3-day boot camp. Guys, we are working on another event. It's probably going to be towards the end of summer. We've been traveling a lot, so we need a break as well. But obviously, MIC is based on meetups and boot camps, so hopefully by the end of the summer, we're going to be planning something. Sorry, looking at these stocks right now. So I hope these videos are helping. I hope you guys are learning something. This is a small taste of what you get inside the MIC community. Also, guys, heads up. Tomorrow, I convinced Bao to do a Bao daily recap. So tomorrow for MIC members only, there's not going to be an Instagram live. It's going to be a Bao daily recap on Zoom. If you go to the Trading Fish Academy videos on the website, it's going to be another format like that. So me and Bao are going to be doing a joint daily recap tomorrow in the afternoon for MIC members only. So there's going to be probably no Instagram live tomorrow. Will you be bringing back the video watch list? I might. The only reason why I didn't do it is because people stopped looking at it. So if people are not looking at it, I'm not going to waste my time doing it. I want to see people looking at it. I want to see people watching it. If you guys don't watch it, I'm not going to do it. Do you short the front side or do you wait for confirmation? I mean, I don't know if you even listened to anything that I talked about, but basically what I'm saying is front side is usually day one of the stock. So if I do, it's with small size. I'm trying to eliminate that completely. I'm trying to eliminate day ones completely from my trading. I don't want to trade day one hot stocks anymore because number one, I want to be less stressed in my life. And number two, it allows me to trade bigger on day two stocks. And remember, guys, all this stuff is explained in our free webinar, myinvestingclub.com/webinar. So if you are on the fence, if you are a non-member, look it up for 45 minutes. It's going to teach you everything you need to know about our strategy. And it's free. So any other questions, guys? Any other questions? Talk to me. I want to start shorting CASA tomorrow. When it becomes a day two stock is when I want to start to short it, not today. All right, guys, so I'm going to wrap it up. So just in recap, guys, adapt to market conditions, adapt to changing market. Do not do the same thing that worked before, and do not listen to idiots that are inconsistent telling you the zombie rule or this process doesn't work. Take it from someone who's made millions of dollars. It works. I come on here and tell you that it works. And I mean, honestly, if it didn't work, MIC would have 0 members. The reason why we retain 99% of our members is because they're making money trading. It is in my best interest to teach you guys how to trade, right? So, I mean, keep it simple, guys. If you have any questions, feel free to text us at 213-458-5997 or email us at tosh@myinvestingclub.com. Tomorrow, Bao Daily Recap for MIC members only. No Instagram Live. And let me know if you leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you think about these videos. And, you know, the more you guys watch it, the more it motivates me to keep doing it. So, thanks, guys.